Ahoy pirates! Welcome back to my channel. We're on the eve of a major event, the Football World Cup. As usual, SeaFight will celebrate the tournament with a spectacular in-game event called Pirate Cup, Ocean Champs. The event will last for more than 40 days and will be packed with designs, rewards and much more. For the occasion, I've chosen to use the Italy design, even though Italy unfortunately won't be taking part in this year's World Cup. The event features several rankings and, for the first time, multiple event completions. In fact, there are 3 separate event completion tracks which will eventually contribute towards a final completion reward. One particularly fun feature will allow us to place bets on real-life football matches. Before taking part, you'll be asked to read and accept the event rules. To place bets, you'll need special coins which can be obtained through daily quests and by winning or losing bets. Before each match starts, you'll be able to bet on either team winning or on a draw. Another important feature is choosing a nation to represent during the event. Unfortunately, Italy isn't available, so I'll be supporting another team instead. I've chosen Germany. The flag of your selected nation will appear next to your ship. We also have a sticker album system, which is probably the most interesting feature of the entire event. By sinking and boarding the NPCs of the various nations, you'll be able to obtain not only ship designs but also collectible stickers. Each nation has both standard and rare stickers, and collecting them all will unlock additional rewards displayed in the progress bar at the top. You can also trade duplicate stickers with other players using the exchange system. Trades are limited each day and require cursed souls as currency. We'll take a closer look at this later once I've collected more stickers. The season contains plenty of objectives and betting coins. And please ignore the fact that I still haven't finished the Predator event. The event market offers both standard and upgraded football ammunition at a reasonable price. Most of the remaining items can be obtained using Solan coins and Plato coins, which can be earned through quests and Atlantis NPCs.
Let's quickly look at the quests. I'm not going to show every NPC because there are 48 national ships and they are all basically identical, each with 15 million hit points and a boarding value of 30,000. Besides the storyline missions, there are several daily quests. Pay special attention when a quest asks you to damage a quest giver NPC. This means the NPC has just spawned directly in front of you. These small ships have only 8 million hit points. If someone steals them from you, or if you lose them, simply reactivate the quest and start again. One of the daily quests requires you to complete this race. Several players have already asked me how it works, but it's actually very simple. First, go to map 10 and collect one of these glitter items. Then travel to map 30 and collect the red glitter. You cannot use teleportation or protection auras. If your ship is sunk, you fail and must start again from the beginning. It's much easier than it sounds. The faster you complete the race, the better your ranking position will be. The ranking resets every 6 hours. If you're aiming for the leaderboard, I recommend activating the red hourglass and perhaps the genie lamp as well. Naturally, players with Sigma upgrades have an advantage. Finally, let's look at the Nautica Admiral. This is probably the best source of stickers. It can drop stickers through damage rewards, last hit rewards, and even simple participation rewards.
In Atlantis, you'll also find daily quests that mainly reward betting coins. There are also submarines that drop Plato coins, which can be spent in the event market. At this stage of the event, Atlantis does not provide stickers or national ship designs. For that reason, most players will probably focus on the surface maps to complete their collections. There is also an Admiral submarine required for one of the daily quests. On Discord, the developers have already shown submarine designs featuring national flags, so it's quite likely that these will be added later in the event.
Let's now take a look at the first group map, Pitch of Glory. I think this footage is particularly interesting because, for the first time, I was matched with random players who were genuinely skilled. In particular, the healer played extremely well and used their abilities intelligently, allowing me to sink many enemy players. At the same time, the damage dealer focused on pushing the ball towards the enemy goal. The Pitch of Glory map is a team group map where you and 2 other players battle against another team of 3. To win, you must push the first ball, which spawns between the 2 teams, into the opposing team's base. However, it's not as easy as it sounds because the enemy team is trying to do exactly the same thing. To move the first ball, simply stay close to it. The team controlling the area around the ball will push it towards the enemy base. If an enemy player enters the control area, the ball will stop moving. Defeat enemy players to gain an advantage and push the ball to victory. To gain an additional advantage, several NPCs spawn within the jungle area of the map. Defeating these NPCs grants buffs and ammunition. There is no limit to the number of buffs you can have active at the same time. If the timer expires, the team that has pushed the ball the furthest wins. If one team leaves the map entirely, the remaining team wins automatically. The only thing left to discuss is the second group map, Shoot for Loot. This map used to be a solo challenge but now requires a team of 3 players. The objective is simple: reach the goal, located at the far right side of the map, 5 times. To do so, you'll need to get past barriers and NPCs that will do everything possible to stop you. Shoot for Loot. When entering the map, all player values are equalized. To maintain fairness, you cannot change your setup while inside. You can gain an advantage if you own one of the soccer fever items available from the event market. These items are converted into small, medium or large soccer fever buffs, increasing your hit points, cannon damage, speed and dodge chance. Once inside, you must travel from the left side of the map to the goal on the right. Standing in your way are strikers, midfielders, defenders and finally the goalkeeper. Each uses different mechanics to stop you, including attacks, explosions, barriers, breaches and more. Every time you reach the goal, the map resets, you recover part of your health, and you can attempt another run. You can score a maximum of 5 times before the map ends. Be careful though, if you die or the timer expires, your run ends immediately. You'll receive 1 paper slip for each successful goal. If you die or leave without scoring, your entry cost will be refunded. I'll definitely be making more videos about the event over the coming weeks. For now, the most important objectives are collecting all 48 national ship designs and completing the sticker album. But before we finish, who do you think will win the World Cup? Let me know in the comments. See you soon.